Hello. In the last part of the second lesson, we will look at the command for adding standard elements. Double-clicking on the axis line will open the editing dialog box. And we'll go to the ball bearing section. And select the bearing according to DIN 625 T1. Set the bearing's position. After the snap, the bearing's position will be locked. The inner diameter of the standard item will be determined automatically by the program, depending on the diameter of the selected section of the shaft. A dialog box for bearing parameters will appear. On the Properties tab, you can change the diameters. The Constraints tab lists parametric and geometric dependencies applied to the bearing. In our case, there's constraint 0, as we can see from the icon and the diameter parameters at the bottom. This is the relationship between the diameter of the shaft section and the inner diameter of the bearing. And constraint 1 is a geometric dependency of coaxiality and coincidence of the bearing's thrust faces and the shaft. And if we change the distance value, our bearing will shift accordingly. Let's return the value to 0. The Calculation tab, as you can guess from the name, is designed for calculating the bearing's durability based on the specified radial and axial loads. Let's go back to the Properties tab and specify the dimensions of the created bearing. Leave the inner diameter unchanged. Make sure the Dynamic Selection option in the lower left corner is turned off. And select an outer diameter of 68 and a width of bearing 15. To finish creating the bearing, click OK. Without completing the command, let's place a second bearing with the same parameters on the other side of the gear. Check the parameters. OK. Now, let's finish the command by pressing Escape. Close the shaft editing window. Since parametric dependencies were automatically applied when creating bearings, if we change the diameter of the shaft section, the diameters of the bearing will change accordingly. This concludes the second lesson dedicated to the Create Shaft command, editing its segments, and adding standard base elements. Thank you for your attention. When you're ready, proceed to the following lessons in the course.